Hi, I'm Ed O'Brien, Mayor of the City of West Haven. We're here at the Savin Rock Festival. It's West Haven's 33rd Savin Rock Festival. It's one of the wonderful things we have in West Haven, along with the Apple Festival coming this fall. The Savin Rock Festival highlights West Haven's history of Old Savin Rock. We're going to walk around and meet some vendors, some people at the carnival, some food vendors, and we'll talk to some people here. Thank you for coming along with us. Hi, we're here with George Morena III. His father, George Morena Jr., started with the Savin Rock Festival back in the beginning. This is George's 20th year here at Savin Rock Festival. George, why don't you tell us about some of your earlier memories of the festival?
Well, since 1994, we've been supplying rides. We used to put rides in the park over in Old Oak Grove Park before they redid all the grass and everything over there. We had the merry-go-round and started off with a train ride. And then we grew in the early 2000s and expanded onto this area here with now we have 15 rides, and we're proud to serve the city of West Haven. It's a great town, family town. I've watched a lot of these kids grew up over the years. We're just proud to be a big part of it.
I think over the last 20 years they've been a great partner for the city, and the festival really has thrived and grown over the last 20 years due to a lot as part of the Morena Amusements. They've been a great partner for our city.
Out of 30 events, is one of my favorite events. We look forward to it every year, and hope to be a big part of it in the future. And very proud of it.
Hi, we're here with Louise Martone of Louise's Homemade Food and Baked Goods, and her mom, Josephine. Louise is a first-time vendor here. How's it been going, Louise, so far?
Awesome, awesome. Everything's been great. Great weather. I think a good turnout. Everybody seems to be satisfied, having a lot of fun. They said that it was awesome, put together.
Josephine, do you have any stories about Old Savin Rock?
All I can tell you is my mom, she worked for Peter Frank's Funhouse, and she was named after my mom, Louise.
So here we have West Haven history right here, Louise Martone.
I'm Roy Stober Jr. Grew up here in West Haven. Folks grew up in West Haven, aunts and uncles, grandparents from West Haven. Heard a lot of stories about the Savin Rock Amusement Park as I grew up. I would see pictures and stuff like that. I got a little more intrigued. I opened up a few books, and I thought it'd be a great idea to start drawing some of the stuff. So I started on a large piece of paper with a drawing about this big, and then ended up turning into a picture about 3 feet by 4 feet. And after that one took me about a year, and then I went into the smaller pictures and I did about 5 more. Real detailed artwork. It takes about an hour per square inch. Then from there I was talking to some folks, and they brought up an idea of making limited editions and special editions, and that's what I did. Limited editions, numbers 1 through 25, all numbered and signed. And special editions 1 through 7s, numbered and signed. And I brought everything down to the festival. I got a great outcome. A lot of people come here and tell stories about when they grew up here in West Haven, about people that will come from out of state to come here for vacations. A lot of great stories, a lot of great people, a lot of great times. And this has turned into a bigger thing for me than what I planned, but I'm really enjoying it.
Just tell me about this thing right here, if you would.
This one here is an original. This is the 4th one I did. This image is from about 1919. So it's called the Air Dome Theater. When the movies were 5 and 10 cents a piece. people came dressed in ties, pants, shoes, hats. They all came dressed really nice. I added the Savin Rock Amusement Park lettering on top and labeled the West Haven, Connecticut on the bottom. What I did from there is, like I said before, I made the limited editions, which are these prints here, same size, and then for affordability I reduced them down into sizes 8x10s, and I made 5x7s. And then what I did from there was I took some of the images together, as you'll see behind me, and I did some mats. I put a couple different images that people were buying, and I matted them and had them all set for people to come buying right off the rack instead of matting them themselves. Then I got into the tote bags. I did West Haven Speedway, did the Wild Mouse, the Laughing Lady. I also had some t-shirts made. I sold out of 2 out of the 3 I sold out. Got to get more of those for the Apple Festival. I'll be down the Apple Festival September 13th and 14th with the same stuff here and then some more.
Hi, my name is Janet Patry and I am the founder of Right to Thrive. We are a nonprofit organization that seeks to build self-sustaining communities in Nairobi, Kenya. We do that through empowerment and education. So I'm here today in West Haven. I'm a native of West Haven, Connecticut, and I moved to Nairobi 2 years ago. I started the organization in 2009. And today I'm selling some of the products that we make in our programs. This product in particular is made from recycled paper. So we take calendars, we take posters, and magazine papers, roll them into a bead, varnish it, and then turn it into a handbag or into jewelry. We have all those necklaces. We also make these handbags, which are made from recycled plastic bags. You can take your Walmart bag, your Target bag, and you cut it in a particular way so that it's one long strip, and then we crochet it into these wheels and sew all the wheels together. This one is made from recycled candy wrappers. So the people that we're teaching in Nairobi typically cannot read or write, so we're trying to teach them a skill that doesn't require that. And these skills help them generate an income. The goal being that they can then provide for their families. And most of these people cannot afford to send their children to secondary school. Primary school is not expensive in Kenya, but secondary school is extremely expensive. So we started a sponsorship program to send the secondary school kids to school, make sure they get an education, because the only way you're going to break the cycle of poverty is to actually educate the next generation. So we're trying to work with the entire family. Our mission is very holistic. So we're working with the caregivers, teaching them income generating skills. Then we send their kids to secondary school to ensure that they get an education. And we're trying to keep the family together, because what happens is when people live in extreme poverty, the families tend to break apart because they can't afford to take care of their kids. And that's what we're trying to prevent through our programs.
All right, we're here with Bill Johnson and Lou Fogno of the West Haven Fire Department. Every year they're here, they're collecting for muscular dystrophy. They've been a mainstay for this festival. They're part of what makes it great. Bill, you want to talk about what you do?
Yeah, it's our honor to represent the West Haven Fire Department along with the City of West Haven with my co-chairman Lou Fogno. We are here, as the mayor said, we're a staple. We do our 50-50 raffle, our dunk tank, our speed pitch. We do a smoke trailer training for the kids' pub eds to learn them how to survive in dangerous situations. We are able to do what we do because of the generosity and the well-being of the citizens of West Haven. And without them, we would just be here standing around doing nothing. They're the ones that make this possible for us. They're the ones that help us raise the money that goes all to charity.
Bill, how much did you collect last year for FDA?
Last year we collected over $26,000.
Well, that's amazing, right? It's a wonderful festival. We're cutting up a car. What time? We're cutting a car at 6?
At 6:30, we're going to have a Jaws of Life demonstration. We have with us here also the firefighters from West Shore Fire District. Their amphibious rescue boat is here. It's an incredibly interesting piece of equipment. It drives both on land and sea, and it'll be demonstrated here for the civilian public to watch. And we also have the Fire Marshal's Office doing a fire extinguisher demonstration for the civilian public as well.
Okay. Lou, what time you go to the dunk tank?
That all depends on what I'm allowed to wear, Mayor.
Right, okay.
It's funny you said that because there was several requests as to when you were getting to it. And I said, talk to the mayor about that. I don't answer for him.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, there are.
I think we're going to put Lou Fogno in.
There are many requests from the mayor to be in a dunk tank. I can't imagine why.
Okay.
Thanks for your time, fellas.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Hi, I'm Natalie DeRosa. I am chairperson, or I should say co-chair, of the Savin Rock Festival, which has been a pleasure to do for so many years. And the reason for it is my grandfather and father were the original owners of the Grand Carousel, which was located at Savin Rock. As a matter of fact, we're right near where the carousel was. I grew up always wanting to come down to Savin Rock, and if we were good children, because I have 3 other sisters, we came down to Savin Rock, and it was always a glorious time for us. My father and grandfather always greeted us. We went on the carousel. My grandfather let us ride it for 20 minutes or so, and anybody who was on the carousel who paid were lucky enough to stay on that carousel as long as we did. So there's a lot of fond memories that I have, and I'll tell you a quick story about my grandfather. When the Savin Rock originally started up, my grandfather used to take his black bag, which was like a doctor's bag. He had his bank in the bag, and he used to walk to the rock, used to go into the carousel building. He used to ring the bell 3 times, and that meant that Savin Rock was opened. So everybody waited for that bell to ring, and that's how he was known for that bell, as well as the bell on the merry-go-round that he rang so many times. So this is just a glorious time for me. I'm just overwhelmed with feelings of how many people do remember Savin Rock, how many people come down to this wonderful festival where there is a great support from the city of West Haven. I think West Haven, people have no idea how awesome this city is and what it means to me. And that's why when I got married, I chose to live in West Haven because of my grandfather and father. But as I've lived here, I have seen the wonderful support West Haven gives to wonderful events like this. And I said, hey, I want to jump aboard because this is exactly what I love to do, and I've been doing it for a long time. So all of this just makes my heart beam. People are wonderful down here, and I wouldn't have it any other way.